when the cat is slapping the keyboard.
We're good?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
get started.
I gotta get this recordings right.
Oh, and that way Dom can watch him when he's when
Exactly.
he comes back, so he doesn't miss anything.
Mhm.
All right, so Erdan, you are the lucky winner.
Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this.
You are, and you get to tell us all about what happened last session.
Oh jeez, let me brainstorm. We fought a really mean guy that can apparently change his form into another person. And he's also a demon. No, devil. Devil? Was he a devil?
A devil.
He was a devil. Right. He's a devil. We fought him in a very hard battle. I feel like we were winning. We had that. We had that. But he ended up running away because we had that. He made it very clear that we would see him again, though, and that's not so fun. But killed his little contraption of a thing that was storing itself in a small gnome woman. And yeah,
Halfling woman.
we made everyone happy in the town because we brought fish back, and then the devil was found.
Yay for fish.
Yeah. You guys made your way back to the sandbar, where the town waited to greet you as heroes. As Renston, the real Renston, had clued the people there in on what was going on. And then before the festivities could get too far into the night, Father Fike retired to his bedroom to get some much well-earned night's sleep. And we pick up this session, you all having gone to bed for the night, needing a good night's sleep, and waking in the morning to the smell of cooking eggs and brewing coffee.
So we'll go down and get some of that, or prep some of that for herself and Shango.
So Cortanus, if you are the first one downstairs, you come downstairs to see fairly busy sandbar. A lot of the sailors, a lot of them finishing up a plate of eggs and breakfast as they're on their way out the door, filling up a large mug of coffee as they're on their way out the door to head to their boats down at the dock. The smell of coffee fills the room, as well as the smell of butter and slightly burnt toast. And as you come down, you see behind the bar of the sandbar, Cade, the one of the proprietors, the father of the family that runs this establishment, and he sees you and he says, "Well, I was wondering when one of you was gonna make your way downstairs."
Good morrow.
The council at the Sunrise Lodge left word for when one of you woke to tell you that they are looking to speak to your group down at the lodge once you're all rested.
I would have assumed as much. We shall do that, thank thee for telling us.
And he points down to some food that's been set. Help yourself to some breakfast.
Oh, my thanks. And then she'll go get a couple plates and prep for at least a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
The rest you're on your own.
So we're all down right now, or
Yeah, if you wanted to have been awake and downstairs, yeah.
okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna load up on plate.
Yeah, you load up your plate full of eggs and sausage and bacon and
Grits and sausage and
grits.
gravy.
Yeah, and biscuits and gravy and all that good stuff. A
I'm gonna
hearty
come
meal.
down. I'm gonna come down last, looking refreshed. My hair done.
My hair done. My hair
Yeah.
all did.
Cleanly shaved.
Yeah, none of that scruff. Nice shaved half elf.
Big smile on his face, maybe.
Father, why would you shave? I liked it. I liked the stubble. You looked rugged. Come on.
My look's completely opposite.
Does Erdan have a full beard right now?
No, but it's good 5 o'clock shadow, and my hair is just standing on end. Just got off the pillow.
Wow. Just rolled out of bed.
Erdan's not a
Constance
morning
shakes her
person.
head.
Erdan is not a morning person.
How did my pie
Less
sell?
slovenly.
However, Erdan, there is the wonderful, delicious smell of coffee coming from downstairs.
Ugh. Ew, coffee.
Oh, I guess I thought Erdan might like coffee.
Tastes like chalk.
Give me an energy drink.
What's the four
Here,
logo
try this. It's
of
called Red
D&D
Bull.
World?
Shango, when you go to bring him some breakfast in bed, Kurtanis, you find him up and about, and he tells you that he has some business about the town and that he will reconnoiter with you once he's taken care of it,
All right.
and that you should stick with the others until he returns.
Very well. And she'll at least pass along the message from downstairs about when they should be meeting up.
Mm-hmm.
And just bow
He
and
says.
turn. Well,
He says you can go and represent him in that meeting. He has things he needs to meditate on, and he needs to be alone.
as I wishes, my lord. And she'll turn and walk downstairs.
But he does thank you for bringing up the food and for your continued service as usual. But as you come back downstairs, you see the rest of your group, all of you just finishing up your breakfast, having your morning drinks, whether that's a large glass of fruit juice or a big mug of coffee, or they even make hot cocoa here if you're so inclined.
I'll mix coffee and hot cocoa.
You order one of each.
Dual wielding. Dual wielding!
Yes.
Do they have ye old marshmallows yet, or is that not a thing?
They do, as a matter of fact.
Seems we aren't being summoned by the lodge afterwards.
Oh,
They wish
well,
us to
that's
speak with us.
We're gonna get in trouble.
Wait, why? What did we do?
We blew up his office. How did my pies sell, by the way? How did your pies sell?
Who are you asking this of?
Whoever's behind the bar.
Oh, Cade. He
Yes,
says,
Cade.
well, as a matter of fact, they didn't last the night.
Happened here.
Oh, and by the way, here's your share. And he puts 10 gold pieces on the like in a little like poker chip stack almost on the bar in front of you. Perhaps you can take that back to that temple you was talking about up in Whitestone.
Whitestone.
Why? Whitestone.
Whitestone.
I think it's so
White
funny.
Cake.
I love it.
gonna have ourselves some white cake. I think I think I will.
Oh, whip a
Much-
wheel.
Right.
Sorry
Alright.
for that tangent,
Alright.
guys.
Art thou a secret pastry chef, father?
No, it's I don't like when to watch food go to waste. Those
People
pumpkins are
were
looking
surprised to have it, being it was out of season and all.
Well, when you see one that large, I mean, you saw the size of it.
Well, no, I didn't. All I saw was the pieces that you brought back.
I saw it. That thing was huge.
It's probably 4 feet high and
Yeah, we're talking
6 feet
like
round. Yeah.
pumpkin carriage sized pumpkin. This thing was.
The pumpkin king size.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you, and I'll take the coins and I'll just slide them, and I'm just gonna hold on to them for a
Okay.
few minutes.
Well, maybe we should head out and go talk to these people. Hopefully, we're not in too much trouble. Hey, wait. No, I got a question. So, like, we've been doing this for a while, and like, we've been hanging out for a while, and we've kind of like had each other's back. Like people are gonna ask who we are, right? Like, should we say something, or should we just say our names individually, or something just easy for people to remember?
I tell them I'm a Dan, and that's the end of it.
Very insightful, Dan.
No, we could always name it
Don't
after.
Sort of
mock me.
adventuring designation.
I guess. I mean, like, more so like a name for our group.
Group.
Yeah, we're a group, right?
I suppose so.
I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about. So,
Doth thou have something in mind?
I wouldn't have asked if I did. I would just said, "Hey, what do you guys think of this?" I don't really have a name.
I'm gonna write something on a piece of paper and slip it to Noxus.
Okay.
Like secretively, or
Yeah,
like in front of everybody.
no, just you know.
Oh,
I'm not being sneaky about it, but you know, I'm doing.
Yeah, you can just send them a private
did.
message.
I did.
he'll open it up and read it. I don't think any of us have those, but I mean, I don't have any other ideas. How about the Wings of Valor? That sounds like a good idea, right? Anybody object?
The Wings of Valor. What?
Yeah.
Suppose my lord would stick you to valor. I doth not know where the wings come from, however.
We are the Wings.
Why do we need a group name?
Because they're gonna ask who we are.
Why do they need to know who we are?
Never mind her, Dan.
The Brotherhood of the Traveling. I don't know.
Pants.
Pants.
Deal. Done. I'll take it.
Well, hang on. We're not all brothers. I mean, Cortanis is a female.
What?
Never mind.
No,
The Brotherhood of the Sisterhood.
Brotherhood of the Sisterhood. We'll walk and talk. We'll figure it out.
So as you guys walk towards the Sunrise Lodge, Noxus is brainstorming group names as you guys go.
My lord shall not be joining us. Yeah, I thought there were things to attend.
I'm very curiously going to stare at Cortanis for a good 4 seconds ago.
rough night.
And you're not with him. All right, that's
He ordered
First
me
time
to
for
go
everything.
in his stead. 'Tis my duty to follow his orders.
Well, I mean, she is following his orders, so.
Indeed.
Can only hope that we did not make too terribly much of a mess for their liking, given other situations.
Yes, the charred wood from the dual fireballs is always a good instrument for a redecoration.
Cortana's just inwardly cringing at how messed up everything was in that room and how disorderly it was when they left.
We have a flashback to like the before montage you see on like an HGTV special, and just like there's like different angles of the scorched furniture that plays in Cortanus's head as she's walking.
Just like the twitch eyebrow, the neat freak inside her is just screaming.
Yeah. Excuse me, guys, for 1 minute.
So D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
I was actually thinking of like using White Stone as somewhat of a name in our group. Kind of give us like, because like there's like the Red Crest 5. We could be like the White Stone, not militia. That doesn't sound right. Like the White Stone Wanderers or something like that. Since we all started.
6.
What are some actual good white stones so we don't have to like take the town name? Everyone assumes
The
like, oh, you're from
Rolling-
Whitestone.
Opal.
The
Opal.
Rolling
I
White
was actually
Stones.
thinking Opal, actually.
Yeah.
The rolling white stones.
What's a? I don't know. Like, there's the green hand. We could be the opal hand or the white hand. I don't know. That kind
I
of
do
sounds
not
a
The
little
like
Organization for the Pursuit of the Advancement of Life, Opal.
racist. The Order of the Obsidian Flame. The Order of the Opal Flame. No. Nope. That sounds like something like we're paladins when we're really not.
Well,
The
some
Velvet
of us.
League.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, some of us. The Four Feathers. The Four Daves.
feathers.
Oh, I just thought of the
Poor
dumb one. I just thought of the dumb one.
Mm.
I should stop.
Game of Stones.
No,
Game-
you can't think of a dumb one and then not share it.
Yeah, you gotta share it. Because I mean, heck, the guys use the Critical Role used the shits.
That's true, but
And the
stand for
game-
like super high intensity team.
Yeah.
Shits. Oh, I can't do it.
Name generator. Definitely not the first one. Contract genocide.
I mean, we
like
defeated a
it.
night hag, Night Watch.
Ooh, I like that. I like that
And
one.
you have a knight with you.
Oh.
True.
Cortanus and Company.
Cortanus and Company.
She
we
would
named-
just know, immediately know.
It's
Fighters of the
Cortanius for you.
What about Fighters of the Hollowed? Or not Swords of the Light, because that doesn't make sense.
I don't know who the Bahallowed is.
I'm like a Night's Watch.
Corrupt Vanguard. Storm of the Stars. I don't know. I like
I have
Night
two
Watch.
people who like storms, so.
Yeah, Storms of the Stars kind of makes sense.
The Stormblades?
Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Someone buys an ocarina, it could be the Storm Song.
I'm trying to find. I actually have an ocarina. I bought one.
Can you play the Macarena?
I am not proficient in it, but
No.
I'm going to learn how. Like when we have some downtime.
You have a plus 4 to your charisma. You are proficient in the ocarina, trust me.
I can pick it up real quick. Oh wait, no. Oh, I don't have it yet. I'm gonna go buy one though.
Alright, I am so terribly sorry for that. Alright, so you guys arrive at the
No.
sunrise. Yes, you do.
Is that broken glass?
We're fine. We're fine. Everybody's good.
We're fine here. How are you?
How are you?
We're sending down a troop.
You ever see those spinning plates thing, and the guy drops one, and he's like shit, and then they all start falling. Yeah, that just.
Oh no.
So I think we came up with a good name, unless anybody objects.
Oh, really? What's
Yeah.
that?
Stormblades. And if anybody objects.
I don't have a blade.
No, but you got Storm.
Yeah, and
I
so
do
does
have a sword.
so does our sorcerer.
Who sent me a message?
The Gauntlets of Whitestone. That's a good one too.
I like that one too. All right, we got 2 good ones.
Then we're definitely from Whitestone.
There you go.
Yep.
You've got it narrowed down to 2 for now.
I'm
Mox
not from my
Vacina.
Mox Vacina.
Mox
We
Vacina.
I want to. If we're gonna do it, I want to pronounce the way Matt Colville pronounces it.
No, we're
How's
all
he
obviously
pronounce
the
it?
Nighty Mine.
All right. At least we got 2.
It's Pax Machina.
Pax
You
Man.
guys should totally call yourselves the Mighty Nine, so because you're in the same timeline as them. So when you run into them, you could be like, "God damn it!" It's like running into someone at a premiere and they're wearing the same dress as you. It's just so
One of
awkward.
us is gonna have to change.
And it's not me.
We will fight you for it.
As you guys arrive at the Sunrise Lodge, there is not the usual greeting party out front of Hugh, Ella, and Renala, the other 3 members of the council of the lodge. And as you come up to the doors, there is a pair of humans wearing kind of thrown together armor, holding spears that kind of open the door for you. And as you come in to the main audience chamber, there's actually a fair amount of people sitting in the small little like amphitheater, like sitting area where like town meetings and stuff are usually held. And down at the kind of sloped stadium seating area is a long table with the 5 Sunrise Lodge members sitting at them with Renston Wool in the middle. You also see, as you guys come down the stairs towards the front, as you guys are kind of like motioned in that direction by the rest of the guards, you also see sitting in attendance is Lasana Wool, still wearing her black uniform, as well as her sort of housemaid and the little girl that you saw her with the other night. And the dockmaster Udo McDougal is also sitting in attendance, as well as several dozen other, which you imagine are townsfolk. And as you guys get to the very bottom of the amphitheater, you're kind of standing at this little table that is kind of like the area where you present yourself in front of the lodge members. And Renston stands up and he looks kind of over all of your faces slowly from left to right. And he says, I believe there's usually one of you.
My apologies, my lord could not make it. I am here instead.
He had some business to attend to, I imagine.
Yes.
That is understandable. Well, first of all, allow me to say, on behalf of the Sunrise Lodge and the people of Drina here in attendance, as well as those that cannot be with us today, let me express to you on behalf of the lodge and its people that they represent, our deepest thanks. And with that, all the people that are in attendance start clapping. And
I'm gonna start clapping.
you start clapping, Erdan?
Yep.
I will too.
Just lightly nudge Erdan.
What?
Renston kind of puts his hands up and everybody's clapping stops. And he says, we cannot thank all of you enough for coming to this town in our time of need. Not even knowing what you were stepping into and taking care of the evil that had draped itself over this simple little fishing village. To show our gratitude, Renston Wool, the head of the Sunrise Lodge, would officially like to offer you the key to the city. And he pulls out a large sort of like ceremonial looking wooden key, or a wooden sculpture that's carved in the shape of a key, but there's also like a brass plaque on the long skinny part of the key area that says presented to the heroes of Drinna. And he holds it forward for one of you to come and accept.
The moment he pulled it out, Cortanus was like leaning to fight because they make us keys for cities now.
Noxus will go up and grab it.
Okay. He hands it to you. And everybody claps again for a few seconds.
I'm gonna look at the key and just blatantly say, this thing doesn't look like it could open any doors.
This key is a symbol of your standing and this town, and a token of our appreciation. Lastly, on behalf of the town, I would also like to extend upon to you in part of our thanks for what you've done for the people of Drinna. We know that you have a long journey ahead of you to return from whence you came, and as part of the thanks of what you've done for us, I, Ranson Wool, am planning. I humbly hope that you will accept this gift of my personal carriage to carry you on your travels through the rest of your days. For surely I would have been made part of some horrible hag's stew, would you have not come to my rescue and aid.
Thank you, sir.
It is most appreciated, sir.
And everyone claps again. And you're so generous, you hear some people say. There's little smatterings of compliment, and he kind of bows a little bit and holds his hands up to stop everyone. And he says, hopefully these meager offerings are just a small glimpse at the overwhelming thanks that this community has for all that you have done. You are always welcome here in Drinna, so long as Renston Wool has anything to say about it.
We appreciate the gesture, and
One more thing. The reason we came here in the first place, are the trading caravans back on go?
I have already authorized the caravan to leave at first light tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I know I'm not asking too much, but the 3 months of back pay for caravans that didn't come, I assume that that will be taken care of accordingly.
I have sent. I will be sending with the first shipment letter to the Derolo family and the Council of Whitestone to explain to them the situation and ask for their patience in us hopefully making up for lost shipments.
Very good. Thank you.
I'll be sure to mention in said letters how helpful you were all in taking care of the issue.
I'm just going to lean to Cortanas real quick, and I go, we got to talk about the bars, but in his office.
Wait. Sorry, she will probably know what he's talking about more than I do. So
The residuum bars that are in the chest in his office.
The residuum bars that are in the.
Yeah. We got to figure out what we're going to do with that.
He said, Runston kind of says, "Thank you everyone for coming. This ends the public portion of today's proceedings of the lodge. You may all go back about your day." And over the course of the next few minutes or so, several people come up and shake your hands, thanking you. Several people kind of like patting you on the shoulders, wanting to meet the heroes of Drenna. But over the course of the next 10, 15 minutes or so, they all seem to file out. And the lodge members only ones remaining. And as the doors close behind the last person to leave, Renston says, normally we would do private meetings like this in not such a large and formal room. They would be taking place in my office, but as I'm sure you're well aware, my office is not suitable for guests of your stature at the moment.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Apologies for our hand in that somewhat. It became a bit unkempt at times.
Sorry about that.
A small price to pay for the services that you've done for this community.
Yes. I would say you must be very careful in the days to come. The thing got away, and I would hate for him to come back.
What thing are you speaking of?
The impersonator.
Oh, well, I assure you we will be doubling our efforts to be on the lookout for such a trickster again.
I'm glad to hear that.
There's a chest. I'm sorry. There's a chest in your office that contains something very dangerous, which is what I believe is the reason for your capture. They figured out a way between that impersonator and the hags to somehow extract the whitestone from either the fish or the waters that this town sits on, and in the chest with a healthy dose of wyvern poison is a semblance of those bars, which in the wrong hands could be most dangerous.
Oh yes, I was able to find that same chest, and rest assured I intend to, in the letter that I'm sending to the Chamber of Whitestone, include news of our discovery.
If you would like, on that caravan, we can personally escort it back to the Dorollos.
Well, I don't know that that's necessary.
We were going to be returning to Whitestone, either way.
As far as I'm aware, this residuum did not come from Whitestone. It came from the lakes of Drenna.
That is correct. From the runoff from the Whitestone, it has the potential to be very, very destructive in the wrong hands. And I mean no offense.
Yes, but in the hands of our clerics, it has the capability of healing many, many people and saving even more lives.
I completely understand where you stand, Renston. We worry for your town safety is all. We just want to protect you and your town.
We have no ill intent here. This town has been through enough with what happened with you, and we don't wish it to fall something else more tragic.
I understand your concern, and it is appreciated, but 3 months of not being able to provide for shipments and trade has left our coffers a bit low, and this will go a long way towards refilling them and allowing us to catch up on back orders, if you can understand what I'm saying.
I do. What if I could help you instead and give you something in exchange?
For the residuum?
Indeed, to help you with the refilling of your coffers.
Well, that would depend on what you are offering.
And I will reach on my cloak and I will pull the silver coffer.
Pull the what?
The silver coffer one.
The silver coffer?
Yeah.
Oh, the patch?
Yeah.
This is D&D, and I have no clue what this is. I'm so interested.
Hold on.
Yeah, robe of useful items.
Silver coffer?
Worth
Yeah.
500 gold pieces.
Silver coffer, 1 foot 6 inches wide and deep, worth 500 gold pieces. You pull off the patch and produce a small coffer. It's almost like a jewelry box, and it's made of that looks to be made of pure silver. Renston kind of puts his hand forward as if saying, "Put it," so he wants to inspect it.
I hand it to him.
He takes it in your hand from you. I mean, it may be worth a small portion of the residuum in that chest, but
I have more.
the worth of this is, I can't imagine more than maybe 400 gold.
After.
And
Yeah, there was about, for what I believe, there was
Shango.
what described as thousands of dollars worth of residuum component.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
yeah,
I'm more concerned about the danger aspect of what it could cause.
tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
I don't know how much is in the sack, so
The sack.
just says sack.
It just says it just says sack. Is
Yeah.
it? Well,
Because I don't think I have anything else that's worth money.
there's one that's a bag of 100 gold pieces.
Oh. Gems. 10 gems with 100 gold each. I only
10
have
gems worth 100 gold each.
one. Yeah, I have a one with a gem on it, but that only
Okay.
had 100 gold to it, so.
That would
yeah,
add
right.
1,000 because it's 10 gems, each worth 100 gold.
Oh. Yeah.
So that's 1,000. So you'd still only be up to 1,500 gold total.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's trying to say is, based on
Tens
his
of thousands.
assessment, is 1,400 gold.
Right.
And that would get you some of that residuum, but it was that's.
Well,
I mean, I'm more than happy to sell you a portion of it if you for a fair price. But
I'll look to Father Fike and see if that suffices.
It's your. In the hands of clerics, it could be a very powerful instrument to heal, and as long as it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, which I stress greatly,
it will be watched very closely.
I think Mr. Wall here, it's in very capable hands to do a lot of good.
If any of those who doth know magic wishes for a portion, perhaps we could purchase some, but otherwise, as long as those who knowest most about it are aware of its existence here, that should suffice.
I mean, we could definitely use it for ourselves. I mean, is that a bad thing to ask for?
If he wishes to purchase some, as Master will have said that we couldst.
Well, all right. Then how much would that silver coffer afford us?
Well, I'd say I could probably give you about 400 gold pieces worth of residual.
Now, DM,
Mm-hmm.
is that like a hefty chunk?
Yeah. I mean, essentially, the gold piece value of residual replaces equal gold piece value of other material components. So, if you had a chunk of that was of residuum that could replace 400 gold pieces worth of material components, then you could use that in place of said material components.
So like one Revivify with like 100 left over.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will pay for the 400. Oh,
All right.
hang on. I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm not attuned to this cloak, so I wouldn't know
No.
that it's not that it's 100. That's 500. I wouldn't know that 100%. Correct.
Make an intelligence check.
My best stat.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
Oh, not bad.
400
terrible.
gold seems like a fair price for that thing.
All right, then yeah, I'll take the 400 for it.
All right. So he kind of leans over to Arena, whispers something into her ear, and she leaves, escorted by a pair of guards. And a couple of minutes later, returns with a chunk of green residuum and hands it over to you as one of the guards takes the silver coffer.
Out of curiosity, does this include priced materials that don't get used up?
You mean like
chromatic orb or identify, stuff like that?
Yes.
Ooh. Not that I use it, but good to know.
It can also be used in enchanting to significantly reduce the amount of time it takes to enchant something. Or, yeah, enchantment?
Enchantment?
But it can be used in enchanting to significantly reduce the amount of time it takes to enchant something.
Now this is to the group. I only bought just because I pulled it and I wasn't just going to take the coffer back, so that's why I bought it. If anybody else wants any, then we can pull together what we want. But
I don't have any money.
I have no need, but I am certain my lord would be quite interested.
I mean, I have money, guys. Like we can totally do this if you guys want. I
have no money.
I'm technically broke.
Shango has their money.
Here, I will spell it out for you. Erdan, I will buy it for you if you want it.
I'll just take yours.
Rose looks
Over
at them
my
for a moment,
cold,
shakes her head.
dead hands.
Okay.
And just gives an apologetic look to Arena, and Renston just shakes
That's
her
why
head.
I was gonna buy
That's fair. Say that again, Erdan.
You said we were a group, you might as well share.
Well, yeah. Obviously.
He's just saying, also, guys, I know just because the player's not here, if you guys want to have, just for this session, have said, oh, I grabbed my money from Shango before he went to do his meditating or whatever, you can say that as well. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's more that I'm trying to think of, like, how much he would want, if anything like that. So it might have to be something like, we can talk to him after he comes back and then the amount.
Nope. Nope. The DM says nope. So I'm just basically saying, like, if we want, because
the downside of not being here,
we can get
we have 400 gold worth of residuum. I guarantee either Shango's going to find a use for it, or we'll just have 400 gold of residuum. I think that's enough.
I figure like other people would also want to use it for things, so maybe.
Are we really going to run out of 400 gold of residuum that quick?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably not, but I don't know. Material components get expensive.
They do.
Like I said, one revivify is like 300.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking before we say, forever hold your peace and leave. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Well, we know where to find it if we want it.
All right. We definitely appreciate the selling us this residuum, and we're
Well,
always.
I tell you, it is my pleasure, my good man.
Is there any other service that we can be for you before we leave?
You've already done so much, I don't know that I could ask you to do anything else. Just know that you are welcome to stay here and rest as long as you like before you get back on the road, and I will make sure that my carriage, as well as the 6 horses needed to draw it, will be brought over to the stables near the sandbar, so that you may have access to it.
Oh, that's more than gracious. Thank you.
Thank thee.
I have a question.
Yes. Say I was.
Yes, sir. Do you happen to have? I don't know why I got an accent. Do you happen to have a store that sells some pretty good weapons that you
Well,
recommend?
I mean, there is a blacksmith in town that is commissioned to make sure that the militia is well equipped, and he makes serviceable equipment. I don't know, but what I would call what he makes fancy. But if you were looking for other curiosities, I know that there is a potion shop in town called Bubblin' Bottles.
Would they
We're
have
acquainted.
magical items?
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Mayhap.
Cortana's gonna explain to
Thanks,
Sayo
sir.
that they've been there before, and that's where they got the water-breathing potions.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I went with y'all.
Mm. Yeah, Drina's not a super big town, Sao. It's actually a fairly small town. It has a population of only about 1,200 people.
Yeah, they're the heroes of middle fucking nowhere.
we are the heroes of Nebraska.
Kansas
There's
loves
our
us.
team name, guys.
The heroes of Nebraska.
Done. It's
I was
done.
like, what the fuck is Nebraska?
No, you're not even the heroes of Nebraska. You guys are the heroes of some little town
In Nebraska.
Hold up.
in Nebraska.
Lincoln. That's a city.
That's got like 1,000 people in it.
1,000 people that adore and love us.
We're rock stars.
You are big fish in a very, very, very small pond.
Okay, but if we're rock stars, we can totally pull that little thing that the other rock stars did, and we can just buy all the residuum.
Trash the hotel room.
I think you already did, didn't you?
Technically, we did.
No, not trash the
Technically
hotel
did,
room. Steal
but-
from everyone.
Oh yeah, he wants to steal the residual.
No, not steal the residuum. I'm saying if we're rock stars, we can go
We're not
in
the
and we
heroes
can
of
just...
Canton.
Oh no, I get you. I get you.
But I just want my gold back, man.
I'm
You
just
have
gonna
your
walk-
gold.
You have your gold.
Well,
Not the gold that I had.
oh,
Oh, you mean the ones the gold that got stolen from you?
Yeah.
We can put out a bounty on those people.
Yeah, on the
We'll
kill.
kill him next time we see him.
yeah. Well,
Um,
we appreciate everything that you've done and given us, Renston, and it's been an honor to get to know you and be here. And
I can honestly
ever-
tell you, boy, the pleasure has been all mine.
It's a beautiful town.
If there's anything that we can ever do for you, return again, don't hesitate to ask. We're here to help.
Do you plan on staying around a while, or do you plan on getting on out of town? Do you have other things you need to attend to?
I believe we do need to go back to Whitestone, and the father has a few things he needs to tie up, and so does our other compatriot. So I believe we're heading back there as well.
Very well. Sorry, was there something else?
I'm going to shake Renson's hand. There should be a shrine to the Everlight in town. Somewhere.
I mean, there is.
The one in your office seemed to have gone up in flames.
He looks at you, kind of confused. For a minute.
He said he was a follower of the Everlight when we rescued him.
Yeah, because he saw that around your neck, and he's like, "I'm
It was
now
a lie?
follower of the Everlight."
It was a lie?
Oh my gosh.
You
The upset sound of your voice.
You
liar!
fucker!
Hey,
Second
might have
chances,
hate
father.
him.
Second chances.
You are so lucky I disabled my motherfucking the symbol of the Everlight.
That's Fike doesn't know that. You know that.
Yeah.
But
I'm upset. Fike doesn't know anything.
yeah. He says, that is, yes, indeed a travesty. I shall have to commission a new one.
Cough, cough.
It's not that dusty in here. Relax. I'm gonna shake his hand. And I'm gonna go up to Arena. I'm gonna drop to one knee because she's short. I'm just gonna give her a big hug.
She doesn't move. She just kind of like stands there, like acquiescing to your hug.
Consent,
I'm gonna
father,
whisper-
consent.
And I'm going to whisper, and thieves can't take care and just let go.
Take care, and thieves can't. She kind of looks at you confused, and just kind of nods, like sure. And they say, very well. I believe I will call this meeting of the Sunrise Lodge to adjournment. And he kind of picks up his little gavel and knocks it on the table. And you guys exit the lodge and find yourselves to the town square with the day ahead of you. What would you like to do, heroes of Nebraska?
Is this a thing? Are we serious?
I'm sad now.
We are the Tuscaloosa two-step.
Fuck you.
No.
What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm gonna head to
I'm
the
kind of liking
beat.
this now.
So.
Well, I definitely need to get some armor or something because I get hurt way too much. So,
Yes,
anybody want to go to the blacksmith with me?
certainly.
Can you wear what kind of armor do you have proficiency in there?
Studded leather is the highest I can have.
All right, so you probably don't want the blacksmith. You want to find a leather worker.
Oh, okay. Then
Gotta make the studs.
yeah,
Yeah,
someone's
doing
gotta
that,
make
your
stuff.
times with Lisa.
I have
know
leather
that
armor.
healers.
I
Leather
I
armor.
have leather armor. I just need somebody to make a stud.
Oh, so okay, that you could take to a blacksmith for that
Mm-hmm.
if you were going to commission that to be done.
Yeah, I'll ask him how long. And I would also like to see if I can find an ocker. If not, I'll wait.
All right. So you go to the blacksmith, which is only like a couple blocks over. It's still in the market district. But as you approach, you find a gnomish man with thick arms. And his head is behind a large, face guard to guard from the sparks of the flying blacksmithing, as It's actually two gnomes. You see one of them holding a blade, and the other one wielding a two-handed hammer and pounding onto the blade of the sword, and then the other one turns it. One of them, you can see this like spiked hair coming up from behind the face guards. One is jet black, and the other one is shock white. And as you approach, one of them says, "Just a minute." Whakong,
Okay.
whakong, as he connects and more sparks fly. The other one holds it up and kind of like flips it back and forth, making sure, and then quenches it in the water as they take their guards off and wipe their hands on their leather aprons that are in front of them. You can see both of them are balding on the top middle of their head, but this spiky hair comes out from all the sides. And they both have these beards that come to this very fine point, kind of out, like almost like a foot out from the front of their chin. And they come over and say, "Hello." One with the shock white hair says, "My name is Mur, and this is my brother Ham."
Murham. Nice to meet you both.
Yes. I recognize you.
You do?
Indeed. You were the ones that saved the town.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's us.
That was just special for you, Cortanas. I know how you like those kind of puns.
Delicious. Also, fuck you, but delicious.
He says, "What can we do you for?"
Well, this last fight I got beat up quite a bit, and I'm looking to give myself a lot more protection than I have. As you can see, kind of wearing rags. I have this leather armor that if you could, put some metal studs in it to give me a little bit more padding, I'd appreciate that. Or if you have anything else to make, give me more protection. I mean, I don't really use shields or anything, but I'd really appreciate it.
Are you not proficient in medium armor?
No, I was thinking about taking a feat later on for it.
Well, don't you, as Pact of the Blade, get proficiency with medium armor?
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't think I did.
Pact of the
Believe
Blade
me,
doesn't
like,
come
or
in
as
oh,
a,
an
I
X-Blade
mean,
thing?
as Hexblade.
Not,
I mean.
I'm fiend.
Yeah, Hexblades get medium armor.
I'm fiend though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
true.
You're not. You're just Pact of the Blade.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right. He says.
I did look at that, and I didn't want to take it just because Travis took it, and it's like I don't want to copy him.
Yeah. No worries. They kind of look. Ham kind of looks your armor up and down. Kind of looks over at Mur and kind of nods. And Mur looks up at you and says, "Yeah, we could probably take care of something like that. Probably have it done for you by the morning. If you're looking to get out of town, can't have the hero Drina, getting his ass kicked."
No, we can't. And yeah, the morning would be great. Yeah, I think that would be great.
All right, why don't you go over there in the curtain and you can change out of your armor and put something else on because we're going to need it.
All right, and I go and I get in my.
And I'll do a special deal for you. Normally, something like this would cost about 35 gold, but for you, we'll call it an even 20. How's that sound?
Can't argue with that, and I'll give it to him right up front.
Oh, appreciate that. And he kind of throws it in a chest and says, "See you first thing in the morning."
All right, see you in the morning.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
I'm a
Hey,
kid
forget
from
about it.
Brooklyn.
Forget
Nah,
about
nah, I'm from Queens. I'm from Queens. Get it right.
Yeah, was there so you can come pick that up in the morning and you'll have studded leather armor.
Cool.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I'm going to the beach.
Going to the beach?
Shit. Do you think I could do that too?
Do what? Go to the beach?
Studded leather.
You're wearing leather armor?
Yeah.
You just want to get studded leather armor, that's it?
Yeah.
You don't want better armor than that?
Yeah, you could do better. You're a strength base, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know the armor I want, but
What kind of armor did you want? Maybe he's got it.
glamored leather armor.
Well, he doesn't have any magic armor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But he's got a chain shirt that you could buy. He's got he's got a breastplate that you could buy.
Yeah, those take the penalty.
They take a penalty. What?
Breastplate
Yeah.
doesn't.
The breastplate doesn't, and the chain shirt doesn't.
Okay, well, I could do the breastplate.
He says breastplate's normally 400 gold pieces, but I'll tell you what. Since you guys, you guys are all awesome and stuff, we'll call it 350.
Okay. Do we ever get paid?
Yeah, he said you guys took your.
Yeah, you got your money from Shango before he went to go meditate.
Okay, then I shall pay the man.
Thank you very much. And he takes it and he says, any kind of special inscription or design you want on it? You'll have to come back and pick it up tomorrow. I gotta fit it for you. I gotta take your measurements and fit it to you overnight.
Nah, nothing special.
No? All right. And he takes the gold from you, and they go and get off to work after they take your measurements, both of you. Anything else you guys want to do at the blacksmith?
Nope.
Thomas?
No, I don't need anything else at the moment. I got a whetstone. I got all my.
All right.
Swords
Fike,
and-
you want to go to the beach?
Yep.
What are you looking to do at the beach?
Bask in the glow of the sun without the stress of me needing to kill something in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna fill my old coin purse with sand so I can
Okay.
cast sleep with keeping eye crusties in my face all day because everybody seems to judge me. Jerks.
Stop flinging eye crusties at us.
It's at the goblins. It's fine. And I'm just gonna take my feet and rub them in the sand, and I'm gonna take the symbol of the Everlight and just let it kind of heat up in the warmth of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna stay there until the sun sets and just enjoy a nice, peaceful moment by myself.
You do. You go out onto the sandy portion of the beach, just like half a mile down from the dock. And in and amongst the reeds, you kind of sit down. You take your boots off, roll up your. You take your boots off, roll up your pants, bury your feet into the sand, and kind of sit down, lean back, and just kind of close your eyes and kind of let the sun beat down on your face. And you kind of lose track of time and just kind of listen to the water lapping up against the beach and the seagulls and the ring of a bell from a ship every once in a while. And over the course of the next couple of hours, make a religion check for. $13. You feel closer to Saren Ray than you have in a while. And you feel very much like the work that you've done here is something that she could be proud of. And it makes you feel good. And you gain inspiration.
Nice.
It's so beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, right? While people are scattered, I think Cortana.
And this inspiration
Ooh,
is a
this
special kind of inspiration. It does not die at the end of the session. You can carry this one over.
Oh shit! Beautiful.
This one goes until you use it. Now you can't get inspiration again until you use it.
That's fine.
But
I could give, if you give me inspiration, I could give it to someone.
Yes. Yes. You can technically give this inspiration to someone else in the heat of the moment. You don't always have to use it for yourself. You can always just hand it out, like, whenever you want. Anybody else have anything they'd like to do in town?
Yeah. While people are going elsewhere, Cortanis is gonna kind of go through that market that was up, that they initially found Lasana and stuff in, just kind of getting a feel for this town, but also looking for any stalls that might have, like, jewelry.
Okay. Make an investigation check for. $14. Over the course of a couple hours, you find not necessarily a store, but more of like a stand. That as you look at it, all the jewelry appears to be homemade, and it all appears to be made with these very smooth looking stones. You gather that they're probably collected from like the beds of a river. Where they've been smoothed over and over and over, and they all kind of have this green tinge to them, and they're a little almost like glass-like. Like smooth like glass that's been tossed through like the ocean that you find on like the beach and stuff, like the sea glass. And there's a human girl manning the stand with brown curly hair, and she just kind of looks up and says, "Are you interested in some jewelry?"
Nas is kind of looking over these things, like getting a feel for what all she has, and kind of looks up at her. Perhaps not for me, but wouldst thou happen to have any... She just starts making a motion like something small. Charms for a bracelet.
She kind of thinks for a second, and you almost see the light bulb appear over her head as she reaches down into a little wooden like jewelry box. She pulls out and slides it back open, and as you look in, there's all these very strange looking what looks like glass tiny sculptures. And she says, I actually make these very specially. What I do is I go out to the beach when there's a storm, and I bury little metal rods in the sand, and then when lightning strikes them, it turns the sand that the rod is grounded to into glass. And I make these little charms out of them, and they just look like these crazy, like it looks like someone encaptured an explosion in glass.
Look, thou art quite clever. She's like looking them over, like really interested. And reaches out and picks up one of them that looks like especially kind of, I guess,
And they all have that same green hue to them.
Yeah. Probably the most it looks like either a lightning bolt or if there's one that looks kind of like...
Make a perception check for me when you pick one up.
Yep.
23. As you hold one up real close and you look really close in the very center part of the little charm, you can almost see what looks like a small little spark of electric energy, almost as if a bit of the bolt was captured inside the glass.
Like wide-eyed a little bit at that, and then holds out to her. Might I get this one, Pretty?
Certainly. It's that'll be 5 gold pieces.
Be a little bit hesitant, but she'll reach and pull out the gold and hold it out to her.
Thank you very kindly.
Just quite beautiful, thank thee.
And she, presents you the little trinket and spirits the gold away and says, "Thank you for your business."
Let's nod to her and very, very carefully put it away, like wrap it up in like a cloth or something first, just to make sure it's something. And then we'll continue perusing for a bit until I figure she needs to go back and make sure things are set up for the night for, I guess, dinner for people when Shingo gets back.
Anybody else got stuff they want to do during the day? Or Dan? Yes, no, maybe? Take that as a no, then.
Well, we got the boat back, right? We
What?
up the boat?
Yeah,
They brought back the boat, and we have the folding boat now.
Sure.
Yeah, you've got the
Sure.
you guys brought back, and you have the folding boat now as well.
Owen used a pet griffin, and we have land, sea, and air conquered. We're good.
We're now Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's our team name.
I think we should just have 50 team names.
That's our team name. 50 team names.
When you guys get back to the sandbar and you go out to the stable to check out your new ride, you see these 6 enormous war horses that are attached to a very large covered carriage with these big wooden wheels. And as you look on the inside, the entire interior is covered in it has cushions that face all leather cushioned seats that kind of face towards the center of the little. It's like almost like an old stagecoach. So there's the inside part, but then there's also the bench that's up on the top in the front, and then there's also a small, there's a large, probably like 3 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot chest that's attached like a trunk to the back. Looks like you could this could carry all of you comfortably. 4 of you on the inside and 2 up on the outside, and travel with these horses pulling it at quite a pace.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Probably cut your travel time in half easy.
Hey, anybody know how to drive this thing?
Are any of you proficient with land vehicles?
I think I am for some reason.
Kratos is good at riding horses, but not driving carts.
I might be. Give me a moment.
Hold, please.
If anything.
Yeah, I am.
You are?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I believe if you have the soldier background, then you are proficient at land vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Seao is proficient.
Sweet.
He can drive it.
I could do it.
Well, that's good. We got 2 people who can drive a boat, 1 person who can drive a cart. So that's good news.
Yeah, it took you guys almost 3 weeks to get from or 2 weeks, I believe it was, to get from Turst to here.
Mhm.
So you guys could probably get back to the Turst Fields in a week with this thing, barring you don't like break an axle or something and have to repair it.
Yes, that would be terrible. How could that happen?
If you were to, take it off road a little bit and hit a big rock or something like that could
Let's go
make
mudding.
How much? No, we're not going mudding. How many?
That was
It looks like a very well-made carriage, and as a
This is
matter
a
of
pavement
fact,
princess.
it's a very well-made carriage. As a matter of fact, it looks like the actual part that houses the people is slightly armored. It can at least withstand probably like bows and crossbow bolts and things of that nature.
Well, you
Kratos has
didn't
seen
skip
plenty
out
of
on any
these. This
extra
is fine.
protection.
Yeah. But when you find it, you already see Shango is there checking out the new ride,
The new whip.
the new whip. Yeah.
Thou hast found it, my lord. Seemeth we have received a gift.
I can see that. It's quite generous of them.
Certainly is.
How was your meditating?
Some questions were answered, which led to more questions, as per usual.
Seems to be the case.
By the way,
Wow.
Fike's all like rose faced. Mine was nice too.
Yeah. He's got that'll turn into a nice tan
Yeah.
eventually.
Did you get drunk, or is that from the sun?
We need to invent a protection from the sun, maybe in some sort of cream.
Some sort of sun, something that blocks the sun,
Yeah.
like sun block.
Yeah.
A shield from the sun.
Yeah. Some kind of salve of sun protection.
Is that not
That
what
actually-
a hat is for?
Believe it or not, that actually exists. All you would have to do is buy a salve that would make you resistant to radiant damage.
Ah!
Mhm.
Oh.
Well,
Thou needest to be fancy about it, otherwise there are hats with brims.
Yes.
I did
You
not
could go-
grow this long mane to hide it underneath the hat.
Suit
I
thyself.
never understood hair. Well,
Says this dragonborn.
yes, I've never understood hair.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in town before you guys go to bed and probably leave in the morning? I would assume.
I'm Gucci.
What are you doing? Where are you headed? What are your
Soon
plans?
Back to Whitestone, at least.
Yeah, we're
we
going
back.
have people to talk to there. That's for start.
Yeah, definitely back to Whitestone. And
If
then
we wanted, we could stop by the
figure it
Turst
out.
Fields and tell them that things should be settled, but they'll probably get their shipment before
Would
we
it
get there
be
anyway.
helpful if I threw the world map up?
Sure.
Dun.
So yeah, I mean,
You would have to go through the Turst Fields to get back to Whitestone anyway if you're planning on staying on the road.
yeah. Yes.
Off-roading.
No, last time we went off road, it was a terrible idea. Yetis.
That was not in this campaign.
I know.
No,
I
we
know,
got
but still.
we were following bears and got like stone giant and like what was it, like specter type things, banshees.
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 That too.
Well, that was you guys were wandering around Parchwood Timberlands. What did you expect was going to happen?
Werewolves.
I was expecting a nice walk in the woods.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish.
So you guys all find yourselves back to the sandbar after checking out your new whip, as it were. And some of you are probably already thinking about names for the 6 war horses in your head. But you all sit down to a meal of the sandbar's world-famous fish and chips.
No way.
The fish is delicious and light, and the batter is airy and crispy, but flaky at the same time. The chips are cooked to the perfect crisp and are seasoned exquisitely with the finest of salt. And a hint of rosemary and thyme in there.
Any parsley and sage?
No,
Not that fancy.
not that fancy. But it's quite delicious and goes down great with one of their signature pale ales. And as you guys are sitting around enjoying Drina's local delicacy, you guys can plan what your next step is.
I think Whitestone it is. There's not really much else. I mean, does anybody else have anywhere else they want to go?
Most everything we are currently seeking is within Whitestone's walls.
I mean, I still want to go to Stillben.
I'm down for whatever.
I mean, I have something I'd like to do, but Whitestone is first on the docket, so we'll cross that that bridge when we.
We could perhaps look further than the current route. Where didst thou needs to go, Father? It is good to plan.
It's very good. I think Stillben is a good destination. I mean, I have someone that I care for a good amount that lives in Western, so I wouldn't mind stopping in there and seeing them. But in the present company of this public space, I'd rather exactly my future endeavors.
Understood. She looks around at the rest of the group. Is there anywhere else?
No, I'm just here for the journey.
Arden, why?
You know, I've wondered that myself. Why are you with us?
Because I lived in a mall my whole life. Never experienced anything. So I went out to sea. It wasn't quite enough, so I figured I'd find adventure. Is that so weird to want to adventure?
No, not really.
No, but now I understand it. You're a thrill seeker. You seek the.
I seek something more than being a cleric in a big town.
Well, now you are a cleric, a very esteemed cleric in a very, very small town with a big wooden key.
It doesn't open any doors. I don't get it.
It's
Neither do I.
ceremonial. It's ceremonial, like a presenting of a sword, like a. This is I'm a fucking big shot. Card.
It certainly did not give keys.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole key thing, but
It's a human thing.
we didn't do this kind of stuff.
Ceremony,
in Draconia.
I doth understand in wide variety of degrees, but keys are new to me.
It's if someone was presented a blade or was knighted, I guess.
If you gave me a blade, I would use it. When you give me a key, I expect to use it. When you give me a wooden key, I don't really know what to do with it.
I got to agree with her, Dan, on this one, but I kind of get what you mean.
Well made. So, sign of status one should probably give to ones who doth have residence to return to, rather than
Yeah.
wanderers.
You'd think they'd make a wooden lock for the wooden key.
I will work on that. I will find a grand stump. Such a lock.
There we go. Tis our name,
I would
Grand
very much
Stump.
enjoy that.
Grand stump.
The grand stump.
Utter frustration is our name. I don't understand how this works.
Build a wooden shed.
Very good. So, what is your plans? You guys are going to leave in the morning and head towards the Turst Fields?
I think that's step one.
So,
If anybody
Yeah.
says
was
otherwise.
everyone all right with returning to Whitestone first and then heading back south to these various locations that thou wishes to go?
I mean, is there anything else in Whitestone that we need other than to speak with the father?
My lord
yes.
wishes to speak with the Realm Seer, correct?
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
There was Jecht, the manservant of Eskel Darian, who said if we were able to provide him with the fate of the druid, he would grant us an audience.
But we don't know the fate of the druid,
Yes,
do
we
we?
do.
Oh,
Yes,
we do.
we found her body.
Oh, that druid. I thought we were talking about the other druid.
We did
What
2
other druid?
quests.
The one. Never mind.
Oh, one that probably killed him.
The one with that we
Well, we
destroyed.
assume killed her.
You mean the
Yes.
animal
We
changing?
think it's probably
No, the thing that killed her wasn't that
The
a
other
druid?
druid. Yeah.
the
You think it
fair
might have
human
been?
creature.
We
Oh,
The
okay.
grisly murder.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh God, no!
Here
no,
we go
no,
again.
Please,
Yeah.
Oh, wah, wah.
Listen. He had the right to bear arms. All right,
Or she.
Oh.
Or they.
or they.
All right, so you guys find yourselves to a good night's sleep. All of you rest well with full bellies. And if I could ask Nox to join me in secrets.
Oh shit!
Not again.
Yeah,
It
again,
begins.
son.
Oops, wrong one.
So again, D&D Beyond, great tool.
D&D Beyond. You could make like all kinds of characters and stuff, and it
You
doesn't
can join a
cost a ton of money.
campaign and be able to use the awesome extension, which only none of us have used except for me and Shango so far.
So what's on our list anyway?
Our list.
Yeah, like
Your kiss.
what's on our list to do?
Kiss. Your kiss.
I think we've been just kind of taking little missions and doing what we will with them.
Right. So it's mostly, I assume, like returning to Whitestone. Who knows? Maybe there'll be more stuff on the job board or something.
Yeah. If
Maybe
we,
we'll learn more about this druid that died.
they can only send us east. The good thing about going to Whitestone is the only questing they can do is or west. My bad. West.
Weast.
Excuse me, say that.
West.
Where's the Weast acronym that we could use?
No, they said there's no more magical weapons here, right?
There is no magical weapons at all. This is a
Tiny podunk town.
This is a
We live in a
bumble
fish
fuck
It's a
town.
fishing
town.
village.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember where I bought the axe.
Closest they got is clerics.
That was Whitestone.
I think
you
you
got
bought
the
it at
Whitestone.
the
That was
at Whitestone at the Gilmore's Glorious Goods
Branch.
branch. Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
branch.
sister store.
We might need to hit that up if we want to survive next time we fight that bastard.
Yeah.
Badzir needs to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a new hammer.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. No longer have disadvantage on things. Yes.
That
Yes,
lasted so long.
dude. That's why I threw a fit last week. I could not go a third session without a long rest. It was fucking impossible.
Yeah, I get you there.
Which I'm perfectly fine with exhaustion.
Who shares a room with Noxus?
I do.
You
Well,
do? What's your passive perception?
14.
14.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, you're awoken slightly as you look over and see Noxus kind of like shoots up and is sitting upright in his bed and is sweating fairly profusely.
More dreams.
yeah, this one wasn't really good. So whatever. What? Bill, would I know that it's a woman that's like speaking?
It was a chorus of voices.
Did they sound like female?
They sounded different. They all sounded different.
Oh, okay.
Like the Hercules muses.
Zero to hero!
Yes, but more
Noxus!
sure, except not musical.
He has
Aw.
Gary Oak's cheerleaders.
So, yeah, whatever this thing is, it's not happy, and it wants me to get more power. It wants me to be more stronger, and I don't know what it's gonna do if I don't.
Doth it have a way?
You're not there.
It's just me and Spike.
It's
Sorry.
just Fike and
I wasn't there. I don't know where.
No. Katana says fine.
Holy shit! How did Cortana get here?
Intuition. Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah, women's intuition. What did it say?
It was mad about the Rakshasa getting away. It wasn't happy that I couldn't do anything, and it's not my fault. It was stronger than us, but it basically said that I need to be stronger and I need to get power, whether that be followers, money, magical items. It said I just needed to become stronger, and it didn't give me a choice. It basically is like, you do this or else. And I don't know what's going to happen if the or else happens. I just wish I had a direction to go to find out how to become stronger so I don't have to get in this stupid place again.
Nox.
But
When I met you, you were a very, very squishy lizard. And right now, you, along with the rest of us, saved this town. That is not a small thing. And I don't know what entity is either angry at you or upset, but I guarantee I could walk down to that street, punch you in the face, and I would have 15 people jump on my back to defend you for what you've done for this town. I mean, it might be a drop in a bucket in the long run, but I say right now you're more popular, you're more powerful than ever. So followers is something you want. You got them. You got us 6 following, or us 5. Well, I'm tired. Following you around. You got this whole town, and you carry all our money. So you're doing the things. The thing is,
then why is it so upset with me? What am I not doing to make it happy? Like, I mean, I may not like this thing, and I may have done something stupid, but My life may depend on it if I don't do what it wants. I could die if I tell it no.
Then we're gonna make sure that we do everything to make sure that it's happy.
Even if it's the wrong thing to do.
Wrong is a very perspective term. It would have been wrong to steal that residuum while Princeton was not present. It would have been right for us because we would have been a lot richer. But it would have been wrong for them.
True.
You can only do so much good without doing some evil. You guys have taught me there's some balance between having to take life and give life.
But what if? And you know, I'm gonna sound crazy saying this, but just work with me here. What if it tells me to kill one of you? I don't want to do that.
That's a very hard choice. And I don't hope you have to do that, but you know, I wouldn't miss Erdan too much because he snores when he sleeps. Usually I'd say Shango, but Cortanus would fucking, you know, make you into a purse or something.
Yeah, she scares me a little bit.
She scares a lot.
Hey, speaking of Erdan, when are we gonna tell him?
I was gonna tell him on the boat. I wanted it just to be me and Erdan before I told all of you. Because I wanted to give him a very hard choice. I wanted to tell him exactly who I am, and then tell him to cave my skull in if he thought that was the right thing to do.
That's a pretty bold statement there.
I don't think he'd do it. So that makes him make the choice for himself that he says I'm good enough to keep it. I'm pretty good at manipulating people, usually. But everyone decided to pile in the boat, and then I have the nice powwow at you guys. So
maybe we should tell him. Well, maybe we should tell him before we leave. That he can choose to stay with us or not.
I mean, I'll tell him about me. I think it's a lot to unload on him. We also drop your shit in with it. But that's my opinion.
Noted.
I mean, if people looking for me find us, it's going to be a lot harder to explain away.
It's a good point. Well, I got your back if he tries to cave your head in.
Don't.
You want me to let him kill you?
I want to see what he's made of.
Okay,
He's a good guy. I don't think he's going to make that choice. I think he'll say, you know what? You deserve to be locked up in chains and irons, thrown in some prison. Which is fine. But this charlatan preacher has saved him from harpies and skeletons and giant minotaurs and undead creatures and banshees, and we've had his back for everything, so we hope for this one slight he could overlook.
I'm definitely hoping that's the case. But, you know, Father, you're the only one I trust with my life 100%. So.
Stop
but I got you. So you say the word.
I'll let you know. Good night, Knox.
Night.
You guys find yourselves back to sleep for the evening, to sweet dreams for you, Fike, of sun on your face, and a dreamless sleep for you, Noxus, just restful enough so that you don't suffer points of exhaustion or anything like that, but still a pretty restless night. You all wake up in the morning, find yourselves downstairs for breakfast, and Shango comes down. He seems distracted, but you think it's best probably not to. He's deep in thought. Probably not best to bug him too much. He's probably got a lot of stuff on his mind. You get the
Let's
sense
gather a
that the
plate for him.
player's not.
Yeah,
You
right.
get the sense that the player's not. DM is just trying to compensate.
So, Shango, what's the meaning of life?
Oh,
Yeah, tell us your backstory.
My
big
lord
bad
is
gets
How
another.
a baby's made.
my
The
lord
big
doth
bad
not wish
gets
to be.
one more hit point. Every time you guys make me, the big bad gets a couple more hit points.
Oh, I was not aware of this.
It's fine. Shango's got a bouncer. Just like, no, stop.
But you all find yourselves down to breakfast in the morning. If you all want to get going, if you have nothing else to do in this town and you guys are ready to hit the road, did you guys distribute the magic items from last game, or are they all just in the bag of holding?
I think we just kept him in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I think they're on the bag of
Yeah.
holding, isn't it? Whoa!
Yeah, what do we
Whoa,
got? Yeah.
robot Sao.
Yeah, we got a potion of Stone Giant Strength, a floating boat of Woo, a
Yeah.
wand of magic missiles, and a Heartstone that cures any. I assume the Heartstone is not. You don't need to attune to that. It's just something you could.
Nope.
How
If
long?
you touch it to someone who is suffering from a disease, it cures them and is then and then shatters.
Oh.
Oh, it's like a single use. Oh,
Single
Yep.
use.
Yeah. And then it takes a night hag, 30 days to craft another one.
it's fucking.
Then we got a wand of magic missiles. I
Mhm.
think that would be like,
That also does not require attunement. And it can be used by anybody, not just me.
yeah. So I mean, it's in the bag. If anybody wants it, just speak your piece, and it's yours.
Thomas might be interested in it just because anyone can use it. She's been quite interested as soon as she heard that.
Just to have something ranged.
That, I mean, she can also use bows, but yes, range, but also just the fact that it's a magic item that anyone can use is very.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Curious.
Let me double check.
Makes
Yeah,
it
I
very
don't think it
interesting to
does
her.
require attunement.
Wand of Magic Missiles. Nope, it's uncommon. It does not require attunement. 7 charges. And it recharges 1d6 plus 1 charges daily at dawn.
A little
If you
bit kid in a
use-
candy store just knowing that there's magic
Yeah.
that she could possibly use to help.
Oh,
Um,
I'm gonna
Want
read
it, it's yours.
the symbol of the Everlight.
You're gonna what, Fike?
I'm gonna take my Tinker Tools out and I'm gonna re-enable the symbol of the Everlight so I can actually use it as a weapon again.
Okay, you do so. You guys find your way out to the stables. Sayao, are you going to be driving these guys? I'll take that as a yes.
You're very robotic.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't know Wally was playing with us.
Wally. So you guys all use shotgun with Sayao? Because Shango climbs in the back.
I'll ride shotgun with Sayao because
All right.
I was figuring that I would do my Eldritch Blast if anybody come up on us.
Yeah, you're riding
Eldritch
shotgun.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
You can also keep
Eldritch
an eye on the
Blast
back of the cart,
shotgun.
I guess.
You're gonna ride on the back.
Yeah, or like keep an eye out the back, or
Well, I mean, there's not really like a spot to hang out on the back. There's 4 people. You could fit like 6 people on the inside, and then 2 people up on like
Okay.
the yeah.
Okay.
6 people would be a tight fit, but you can fit 4 people comfortably back there. Plus, there's room on the roof for like luggage if you wanted to put luggage up there. And then there's also that big chest on the back that you can.
Thomas, we do have 50 feet of rope. We could just tie it to the roof.
I shall pass. Thank thee, Father.
Does one of you go to that trunk in the back to like put stuff in, or?
I mean, yeah, can take stuff.
As you open it, you realize that it is not a normal. It is actually outfitted as like a little bar.
It's outfitted as a bar.
A what?
It's like a little wet bar. Yeah.
What bar?
Yeah. There's like a little spot that looks like it's magically enchanted to continually produce ice cubes. And then there's several bottles there's like this secure holding thing for several bottles of like liquor and spirits. And they're held so that the traveling, even in the jostling, they won't break or anything. And then there's like another spot that has like several rocks glasses.
The benefactor is significantly more generous than I expected.
I'm gonna just take 2 ice cubes and just put them on my face.
Yes, and it is it helps, and you can help, and it helps also with peeling skin. That's
Face palms a little bit.
It's amazing. That's ice. It's awesome.
Someday we shall get thee a hat or this salve.
Did you say you need a roll?
No.
No,
okay.
you don't. No, you don't need to roll. I was just asking
If you were gonna drive.
if you were driving.
Okay, question. What would be the tribute for land vehicles anyway?
It would depend on the situation. Probably, if you were in like a chase scene, it would depend on what you're trying to do. If you're driving and you're making a hard turn and you gotta yank up, I might tie it to strength, or if you're trying to do a maneuver to like outsmart the other person, I might tie it to intelligence. You'll never know.
Yeah.
But at least you'll be proficient in it no matter what. So
The world may never know.
So in the thing you can just leave it as the prompting one or a question mark. So you guys all climb into the back. Sao and Nox, you guys climb up on top, and you take off out onto the open plains, onto the road up the Parchwood Way towards the Turst Fields. As Drina disappears behind you in the distance, and you begin to travel up the road as the birds begin to chirp as spring is in full swing here in Taldore, and the skies are clear as you guys travel on down the road.
I can't wait to get on that road again.
Wait, it's not raining?
It's
I
not
was about
raining.
to say. Yay!
Amazing.
Well, I mean, we're also in a carriage, so I guess we don't have to worry about that. But I guess Sao and Erda.
I mean, it's a fairly bumpy ride, but it's comfortable enough, and you're moving at quite a pace. The horses out front you guys are moving at quite a clip. You're probably moving
everywhere.
you're probably moving at double the pace that you were before when you were walking.
Oh, Nox, look, that dark cloud over there looks like a giant donut.
Donut?
And in fact, there is a dark cloud off to the west that looks like a giant donut.
What's a don't? Never mind.
It's
Never
a
mind.
pastry that you partook of in Drina, if you'll recall.
Oh, I did have a donut. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
As you continue traveling over the course of the day, the skies remain clear. I mean, there's the odd big white fluffy cloud, but for the most part, your travel is uneventful. And the day passes by uneventfully, and it's a beautiful day with a nice breeze. You come to the end of the first day of travel and camp out for the night and continue on. And the next couple days, as a matter of fact, are the same. They're beautiful. The sun is out, blue skies, white fluffy clouds, and you can see how the dividing plains gets its name. As you can see, the windswept grasslands become flush with green after all of that rain over the last several days. There's the smell of pollen on the air, um, and the buzzing of insects and the chirping of birds. You can see hawks and eagles circling in the skies above on the hunt. You see wild herds of oryx stampeding across the horizon.
These lands have become incredibly beautiful. And she's like looking out, and then just. The flora is a bit different than I am used to.
We need to get you some ye old Nasonex.
What?
Ye old Benadryl.
All you need is like a peppered spray.
And Sayao, speaking of which, you develop a bit of a relationship with the horses the last couple days. They respond to your commands well. They appear to be extremely well trained, and they're in a they appear to have been extremely well cared for.
Are you naming them, Sao?
Well, I'm gonna name them.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer.
Yes.
Well, there's only 6 horses, so
That's why I stopped.
but they are in great condition, and they're able to go strong all day almost without breaks. It appears that the Renston did not skimp on his personal carriage. But over the next couple days, you eventually, I'd like the 2 guys up in the top to make perception checks for me, please. 19 for Noxus.
No, 19.
Natural
Natural 20.
20.
Whoa,
for
you have a plus
Sayao.
5? Wow.
Currently at 25.
Natural 20 though. Yo boy. You guys, as you're traveling on a clear day like today, you can see what feels like miles into the distance. And Sayao, you pick it up first, and you kind of nudge Noxus and point ahead. But there appears to be just coming over the horizon. You're probably still a couple miles away, but you can see it. What appears to, with your keen vision, what appears to be some sort of roadblock has been set up a couple miles down the road. There appear to be several humanoid individuals gathered around, and it looks like someone's taken made some of those like spiked wooden palisades and kind of like laying them across the road. And there's a large, like a decent sized contingent of humanoids that are kind of like hanging out around the road.
I will bang on the top like turn around and bang on the top of the carriage to get their attention.
Do you stop the carriage, Sao?
No, I'll just tell him to slow down a bit.
All right, so you start slowing it down, and you guys hear a bang on the top of the carriage from up front.
Quickly get up and head that way and like peek out. What is
I'm
it?
reading.
So Cortanus comes out.
Conus peeks her
Peeks
head, pokes
out,
her
yeah.
head out the side.
So I'll relay what we're seeing. There's a roadblock.
3 and 3. Say no. There's only one male. The rest of them are female.
Gotcha.
And she'll turn back around to the others. Some sort of roadblock.
What kind of roadblock?
Not the good kind.
Like a tree fell in the road.
Looks like highwaymen.
An animal is sleeping.
Oh. Highwaymen.
Highwayman.
Robbers.
All right. I'm gonna stretch a little bit, grab my hammer and my shield, and get ready to jump out the back and do some stuff.
Well, the carriage is still moving at a pretty good clip.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps we should not get too close then.
Tuck and roll.
How what is the strongest alcohol in that chest, by the way?
Appeared to be a bourbon that was aged 20 years in there. It was
Jesus.
a bourbon that was crafted in Amman after the fall of Thordak to commemorate his fall, and it hasn't been opened since then. And it has you can see it's got a hint of cinnamon to the flavor.
Is that the same one I have on my flask that they gave me?
No.
Oh, it's a different one. All right.
Yeah. That was a whiskey that was a bourbon that was made right in. This is from Amman.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's try to play nice, and if they don't want to play nice, we'll deal with it the other way.
Oh, playing nice. I put my stuff away.
Well, I mean, just in
Up
case.
to a point.
I pull my stuff back out.
So Noxus will bang again because he's not hearing any of this.
Yeah.
Nice. She'll turn back around and relay that.
Slow ahead. Slow ahead.
And he'll tell Sayao to, we'll try and talk our way through this.
All right. So Dean, Samantha, what?
Dean,
Wait,
Samantha,
what?
Charlie, Mary, Cassie,
Bobby.
Damn
Not
it!
the baby.
Has been
Fuck you with your
baby.
supernatural!
Yas!
I've never seen Supernatural, so
Add
I know.
Oh God.
it to the list.
Yeah, it happens.
Wah. I hear it's not that great.
Oh, that was good, Cortanus. I like
Wow. Okay. Now you're going a little too far. Not okay.
I gotta say, it's 15 seasons.
It's cool if you don't want to watch it, but whoa, watch the name calling.
Hey, I'm just saying, y'all. As you guys slow down, you start to get closer. You can see what looks to be about a dozen individuals, all gathered around the what looks like a bunch of those kind of like spiked roadblocks that you see that are like X's that have a single beam running through the center of them to make them like long, and you can block the road with them. There appears to be a group of about Sayao, you can, with a natural 20, you see there is a group of a few humans with one half elf and there are 6 hobgoblins. One of them looks to be a little bit better outfitted than the rest. And Sayao, you instantly recognize 2 of the humans.
Oh shit.
You recognize them as Korik, Corik,
Okay.
and the other one as Danver. And these were guys that you serve in a very specific unit with.
You said Donver?
Danver and Carrick. They're both holding bows and appear to be hanging out with a bunch of Ravagers.
Okay, so would it be like these fucks, or would it be more like, oh, old friends?
No, it'd be like, oh, these fucks. These guys were real big fans of a certain captain
Oh shit.
from your past. They're probably still with said captain.
Well, guys, I think we're gonna have some problems.
What happened?
I know 2 of those fucks.
Oh, that's never good.
You know them.
So, yeah, they're shady as hell.
Shady as in like they like to sit in the shade and you guys are family friends?
No,
Not,
as in they're bad people.
yeah, not like our shady. It's like, I'm gonna kill this person, and they didn't do nothing wrong type deal.
So, curse,
So
then.
bandits.
Pretty much.
So my question is, how do y'all want to do this? Go in hard or wait to find out what they gotta say?
Let's see if we can just talk our way through.
Yeah, I think I could talk our way through.
Okay, well,
If
he'll
not, we
listen
shall
to
be
them.
prepared then.
He'll listen to them, but he'll keep the glove active.
Your glove of blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the wand of magic
Okay.
missiles just in the back,
Uh-huh.
back of her thing to pull out.
I'll
Yeah,
make
yeah.
the sword come. I'll make the sword come out, and I'll hold it.
Okay.
So
You guys actually recognize the location as well. This is the exact spot where you got ambushed the last time by Grood the Great's forces.
Hmm.
Ah, lovely.
Broken
think they
clock.
want me back.
And it appears that they are there with a much larger group than they were previously. And as you approach, you can see one of the hobgoblins kind of step up to the front and is holding his hands up, essentially indicating that you need to slow down.
I start slowing down.
Thou doth not wish to get the horses too close to them if they are looking for trouble.
Want to sit
These
it like
war horses.
Yes,
Well, we don't want dead war horse.
These are
precisely.
bundle of rabbits.
They are tied to a carriage, father.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think we should stop like 30 or 60 feet away, or And
How
just walk
far?
up?
Yeah. How far away do you want him to stop?
I think 60.
Maybe even more than that, probably.
60 to 90.
Yeah.
90 would probably be better.
At this point, you're probably not that far away even. 'Cause for him to be able to recognize, even with a natural 20, for him to be able to
it's-
recognize those guys, you're probably at a minimum about 100 yards away.
Then yeah, we'll stop right there.
All right, so you stop. So you yank back on the reins, Sao.
Yeah.
So you yank back on the reins, and obviously something like that can't come to a dead stop. So you guys probably come to a complete stop about 60 yards away from this group. You can see there are a rather large group of them all hanging around the palisades that were broken, or not broken, but assembled across the road. And there are come on, you stupid. There we go. And there are several goblins all around. There's a couple of orcs, the human compatriots that you saw all wielding crossbows, and the one large hobgoblin standing out at the front, who's just kind of like standing there waiting, flanked by several other hobgoblins.
Once we're stopped, Cortanus is gonna jump out and get towards the front of the group, especially in front of Shango.
I'll be taking the head position, if not next to Kurtan.
I'll be right next to Father.
Single file line.
Well, like to the side, like right behind him. Not like
Avenger,
right behind him. Like
Avenger
Avenger
style.
style.
We're gonna run and jump and punch.
Yep.
Superhero landing.
Yeah, everyone on Superhero Landing. We rehearse this in practice. Oregon Trail.
So you guys are just getting out and walking up to them?
I think we're doing an Avenger run.
So you guys are just
No,
starting
we're
to
not running
run?
up. No.
Oh, Civil War. Man.
Yeah, are we walking up or are we devising a plan as we walk?
The Civil War airport run.
Yeah, that's what I was planning. But yeah, we walk up. We try to be nice.
They appear to be just standing there waiting for you to come to them.
Yeah.
More like a Western style. Walk up next to each other and be like,
Yeah.
We're
Like
all
a,
holding
We
hands.
walk up,
Like a
but
high
we should
noon.
probably
nice.
keep a little bit of distance between us just in
Let-
case. So be prepared
Totally.
to spread
skip.
out.
Totally.
"What do you hold hands and skip?" Just
So yeah,
confuse them.
let's do that. Let's do what Kirtana said. Keep our distance from, spread out and keep a distance from them, but walk close to them. I like that idea.
Walk zigzag.
Be
Okay.
prepared to
Yes.
spread out in case there aren't magicians among them.
Magicians. I love a good coach.
This gives him a look. Like, what? Wait, what does thou know as cards?
Wow.
This guy.
Pulls out a card and starts playing with it.
So he gets a little unnerved, but then shakes it off and realizes it's something different.
So as you guys start slowly walking up, you can see one of the hobgoblins kind of step to the forefront. And he has his shield slung over his back and his sword is still sheathed on his hip. He is flanked by 5 other hobgoblins. Behind them are a pair of very large orcs. Off to their left and to their right are some goblin archers. There's also a pair of bugbears there. And the humans are in the back, all holding crossbows at the ready. As you start walking up, the hobgoblin has its arm. The one in the front has its arms crossed as he waits for you to get closer. How far away do you guys? How close are you guys getting?
I think
Are you
30
guys
feet.
stop?
Fine.
You're stopping at like.
What do you guys think? 30, 60 feet?
Oh, we're gonna be yelling.
60 to-
Let's say like 30-ish feet.
Yeah, we'll say like 40. 40 good? You guys go 40?
40's good.
All right, 40 feet. 40 feet.
All right.
I was gonna prepare in case something hostile happens to prepare to fire that magic missile.
I'm gonna stand in interview stance with the glove ready to go.
What's interview stance?
It's where you put your fingers together and hold your hands right in front of you.
Steepled? Yes. Excellent.
Oobly.
Indubitably.
As you come up, the one front says, "Yeah, you must be the ones."
I mean, there's like 6 of us.
Yeah, we totally were the heroes of the one town that I've already forgotten. That one. Yeah, we're heroes. What about it?
Did you want our
Heroes.
autographs?
You're the ones that sent that last party back.
Last party. I don't remember being at no party.
The raiding party that we had out here sent them back talking about some big bad humans.
I mean, we had a
the
party.
messenger.
Yeah,
I mean, that definitely wasn't us. 'Cause
I don't know what you're
I'm a
talking about.
dragonborn, so
You see, that's not going to work for us. You see, Grood, she has plans for this area.
wait. Grood's a girl.
Yeah.
Cortana said that.
I totally didn't know that.
I like
I
the
totally
reaction.
missed the train on that. I thought Grood was a dude. Wow.
Wow, you're sexist.
Grood
No,
the dude.
Grood sounds like a guy. Would you know a woman named Grood?
It's a hobgoblin.
that is sexist.
I do like your reaction. Yeah.
Sorry about that. My mind was just blown for a minute.
It's a
Continue.
perfect
I'm
facial
sorry.
expression too. Yeah.
You see, she's got plans for this area. At this point, Seao, you see Carrick come up from behind with his buddy Danver.
See, you two left one idiot to follow another.
They kind of look at you and smirk, and then one of them leans up and whispers something into this front guy's ear. That's actually, I wasn't even going for that. And he says, "Oh, so you used to follow the captain, huh?"
What? What are they talking about?
He looks at you, Seao.
Captain, looking at say a little bit, keeping an eye on them.
When his orders weren't to kill everybody because he's an idiot.
He kind of chuckles and says, "Well, from what your friends tell me, it sounds like he'll be happy to hear that we've taken care of you finally."
What is taken care of? You gotta like treat us to a nice like. Bed
Oh,
and
sure. I'll take my
breakfast.
back pay. I'll take my back pay now if he wants to offer it.
Ooh, more money? I like money.
I'm cool with bread and breakfast.
You see, we were sent here to make sure that you don't interrupt Grood's plans for Turst.
We were just passing through.
Yeah,
Remember that
we're just
plan
leaving.
we
And then
had?
you
We may
had-
just need to use it.
And then you had to go ahead and take out one of our roadblocks and cut off one of our revenue streams. That's going to helps to feed the war machine that is the Great and her newly trained Ravagers. This town of Drinna you speak of, maybe we'll take that one next after we take Turst.
I never said anything about a Drana, but whatever.
I'll turn around to Father and I'll look at him. Should I do something or should I keep waiting?
I'm just shaking my head no.
Then I'll turn around and stand.
However, your room spread through goblin cowards.
You cut out.
You cut out hugely.
Sorry, he said. Now your the rumors that are starting to spread from a couple of goblin cowards about some big bad humans that might be a problem for Grood, need to be taken care of.
So we'll talk about bed and breakfast. That's all I'm hearing.
I'm gonna start walking forward a little bit.
Uh huh.
And I'm just gonna get next to her Dan and just put my hand on his shoulder.
He's not talking about a bed and breakfast, is he?
Nope.
Yeah. At this point, you're gonna walk around in front of her, Dan.
So
Who are we
it comes
speaking
down
with?
to this. What's that?
Who are we speaking with?
This gentleman in the front
Yeah,
here.
I'm asking his name.
Oh. My name is not really important at the moment. What is important, however, is a choice that you're going to have to make. You
Pancakes.
can swear your fealty to Grood and join her forces as we march on Turst. Or you can be idiots and we'll leave your bodies here for the crows.
Tom's gonna look back
mean-
over to Shango and be like, "My lord, I fear thy message hath gone in vain."
Well, we were going to Turst in the first place anyway. We're not really marching though.
Yeah, we fly under a different banner, but we seek the same destination. But I feel like you have ill intent in that town.
We have no ill intent at all.
Well,
We
that's good.
simply intend to take it.
It's not really yours to take. It's kind
Why-
of its own town.
Why Turst? It's a farming community. Why not Western or even better, Fort Daxio?
Cause Fike, they're not strong enough. Duh.
No, what are you talking about? Look at the numbers. Look at those two guys in the back. They're huge.
Yeah, but remember
forget
the
one of
numbers
the-
last time? They had a ton of guys. Easy peasy.
Right, and this is just their greeting party. So there's probably what 40, 50 of them.
Good point.
And they're only gonna take tests. See, they're small beans. They don't.
You begin to
mean-
bore me. Make your decision.
I mean,
And I'll look at Fike and I'll just kind of give him just say the word.
there are so much better options than marching on Turst. I don't understand why
Discord.
you're planning on doing this. I just want to understand the reasoning why a farming community to lose blood and men over carrots and cabbage.
Make a persuasion check.
Emissary of peace.
If you want to,
I'll do that.
make a persuasion check.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
22.
Pretty damn good.
Fool, don't you understand? You control this half of the continent's food source, and you control this half of the continent.
Save the girl, save the world.
Cheerleader.
Whitestone is fed by Turst. Drinna is fed by Turst. Western is fed by Turst. Kymel is fed by Turst.
Did not Toast reach that far. Huh.
Hath thou learned what thou wishest to, father?
I did.
And then
Oh.
after Turst, and we have secured our food source, we can grow our forces yet again, construct siege weapons, and move on those cities that actually have walls.
Oh, so you're not strong enough yet to get the internals in the city.
I told you. I told you.
I just wanted to know.
I told you. They're not strong enough. Look at them. They're a couple of them shaking in the boots right now.
I think the two big guys in the back are nice. I like them.
Yeah, yeah, but they're shivering a little bit. I don't trust that they're that strong.
I think it's good. All right. So this is what's gonna happen. It's very simple. We're I think we're all in consensus, right, guys? That we're gonna march with them.
Yes,
Totally.
I agree.
All right.
Pops looks confused.
I have to admit, I was not expecting that answer.
Well, you guys are all the
Make a deception check. I'm assuming you're.
Oh yeah,
Full of
absolutely. Absolutely.
Please make a
No,
deception
he's
check.
telling the
No.
truth. Lucky.
Do I
Trying
get
to match eyes with
does he get
Shango from
advantage because
behind
I
him.
was
I'll say he has
agreeing
advantage.
with him?
Yes.
Sure. Advantage, deception.
23.
Wow.
23.
I have to be honest, I really wasn't expecting that answer.
All right. Well, set up the phalanx. Come on, archers in the back, and get on the road. And let's.
Well, I mean,
group
I'm
up.
sure you understand that this isn't our entire force.
You sent a scouting party to intercept us. Oh, how many more are you?
Under Grood's command?
No, just for the taking of Turst.
Yes, you mean everyone under Grood's command.
Right.
Thousands.
Oh.
Crap.
All right. Well, I guess take down your barrier, pack your shit, and we're gonna go get our carriage and make our way through. All right. Just be ready in 2-3 minutes.
Retrieve your transportation.
All right, guys. Come on. Let's go.
Noxus will turn around and start walking, and once we get far enough, he'll be like, "Father, what the fuck is going on?"
Just keeping your eyes on them, like kind of slightly moving
So
backwards.
as you guys kind of turn around and start walking back towards the cart, towards the stagecoach, you kind of look over your shoulder and you see the rest of them start to like look at each other like, wow, I really didn't expect that to go that way. Like they were all like ready and itching for a fight. You can see the crossbowmen at you, Sayao, can see the 4 humans in the back. Still don't trust it. They are staring you down something fierce. But the rest of them are kind of turning around and starting to go about doing things. You watch as at this point now a few more hobgoblins start coming out of the bushes. A couple more bugbears come out of the tall grass.
What art thou planning?
I'm not. How far away are we?
We'll say at this point you guys get to about like 60 feet away.
We're riding into a war zone. I do not plan on being on the losing side.
But these are innocent people.
Correct, and we will not be able to help them if we're dead on the road.
How are
What
we
they'll
gonna?
expect to do afterwards. How close are we bringing them to the Turst?
We're not going to be able to take out thousands. I don't care how strong we are. We're 6 of us. There's no...
There are not thousands here.
We're getting by so we can warn them.
I don't think that's what's going on.
They shall not leave us to go forward before them.
Do you think all of them will follow and not keep this roadblock up?
They are taking it down currently. I doubt they shall stay here.
They're not taking it down.
Oh no? They're
No.
moving?
No.
They're not?
They seem to just be leaving it where they're going about their business. They're like, fuck it, I'm not cleaning it up. It can stay there.
We have to move it to get the horses through.
Yeah, you can. As far as they're concerned, you can move
Oh, we can move it. All right. Come on,
That's fine.
dicks. Fucking dicks.
it. Yeah, they're assholes.
Wow.
They're raiders.
Ravager asshole! Surprise!
Now, hang on. So this
Fucking
is
surprise.
this is what
Water is
Noxus
wet.
thinks. Noxus thinks we're going with them to their camp.
We're not going to any camp. We're going to head to Turst. And if Whitestone has its own militia, if sure we could. We're going
What's
to get by.
everybody's?
If
What's
we
every?
all play nice, we're going to get by.
Everybody roll perception check.
Motherfucker. Oh, I don't know why I rolled with advantage, but it was a 5.
Ooh, Cortanus.
Thank you, Cortanus.
You know what? This makes sense for Cortanus. Cortanus, you are the one who's kind of most on edge about this whole thing, and you kind of have your head on a swivel. And as you look to, like, if you know the left side of the page is essentially north because that's the direction you're heading. If you look to the west, which would be down. Off as you get about halfway between your cart and the group of Ravagers, you see looking to the tall grass, and you see a pair of familiar faces. You recognize a pair of gnolls using their natural ability to blend into the tall grass. You see Ranga and Sharik in the tall grass, and they are staring at you.
She's gonna try to kind of discreetly nod at them and then turn back to the others. The gnolls are here, the ones that we had helped and helped us.
Just to turn things in our favor. I don't know. I think we're still riding into a war zone. I think it's smart. I think it's smart to ride in. It's a Whitestone. It's not a fight. It's not gonna. We're not gonna win this one, guys.
I think we will.
We're not beating 1,000 troops.
We're not fighting 1,000 though.
If
You
we
don't
kill
know
them,
this.
but if we kill them here, they can't go back, and we make sure we kill everyone. It's going to take them a lot longer to realize what has happened, and we have that much more time to get to Whitestone and get the militia. If we just walk away, their plan can go on without a hitch. What if this is waiting for us to hear an answer back?
Let's have to agree.
If we stop them before they go back, they're going to probably be behind a day or two. And if we ride all night and all day, we can get to Whitestone and get a militia of some sort, where they have guns. Am I right about that? Because I know in the last campaign they did. Do they have them in this one?
Mm-hmm.
So, like that will protect the turf fields more than just 6 of them.
I'm
Time is not our friend right now.
Only because you rolled a natural 20, Cortanas. You see, because they rolled really well on their checks, you see Sharik and Ranga make their way through the tall grass. And when none of the Ravagers are looking, they climb up into your carriage.
Ah, good. Without joining us, we can speak with them.
See what they know. Katanas, be discreet.
Agreed.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Go back towards the carriage.
You guys finally get back towards the carriage. And what do you guys do?
First of all,
Open up the
looking
liquor
for
cabinet.
for the two of them.
They are laying low inside the carriage.
It's good to see thee again.
Are you guys all like getting ready? Are some of you like checking one of the horse's horseshoes or something? Like, or
Yeah, I would say just
what's-
Sayo seem normal.
Yo,
Keep an eye on the horses.
Sorry. Sharik says, "We are not surprised to find you here."
Certainly not surprised either. Art thou alright?
How goes your business in Drinna?
Taken care of.
That is a good thing to hear. Trade can open again if Turst is around long enough for there to be trade.
Yes, it sounds like thou hast more problems.
Bigger than you might know. This Grood the Great marches on Turst.
How long do we have?
Some time, but not enough. But
We're
with your
considering
help,
militia backup from Whitestone.
they're too far away. We need to take care of this group and get you back to Turst. We were actually sent by the governor to try and find you. We need your assistance.
That is quite a group out there that we're going to combat.
You said there were thousands.
None of the human civilizations are close enough to be able to get troops to Turst in time. But there are 3 other tribes of the Knolls that resist. And if we can convince them to come and help stand for Turst, we might have enough to fight them off. There is a small force of shields that stay in Turst from Western to protect the village. In combination with the other tribes, if you can help us convince them to come and fight, we might be able to hold them off.
First, we need to get through this roadblock.
I say let's do it. We could totally take them now that we have these two.
I believe we hath little choice otherwise.
If we take them when they're at the cusp of the city, we could also probably potentially flag down a town guard instead of being alone on the road between the 8 of us.
They shall need all the guards and Trist they can for this raid.
You guys are still several days out from Turst.
Yeah.
You're not getting
Probably
past
would
this
just-
otherwise.
Yeah.
Essentially, the sense you got was that these guys were going to take you back to the main camp. And then you would march with them on Turst.
Oh, all right. That's new. That's different. I thought we were the phalanx. We were about to be the head of the spear.
No, these guys are a small contingent that Grood sent to give you an ultimatum. That's essentially saying you're going to join Grood or we're going to kill you right here. You said, no, cool, we'll join Grood. And they were really shocked that that is actually what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they're just waiting for you to get your transportation, and then they were going to lead you to Grood, where you could then swear your fealty to her.
Yeah, that's what Noxus was afraid of.
We didn't get how far camp is or anything, or how far off the road.
You did not.
All right.
Perhaps Seo and myself can return to start removing the blockade, and then those from behind can keep at range while we are closer.
It's not a bad idea.
I think we wait till they march and they're all grouped up.
I mean,
It's
they're
not
pretty.
Shango snaps out of his daze. We could blow him away. That fucking like we did to Renston's.
I got my glove ready to go.
I mean,
I'm ready to fight. You guys seemed like you had an idea, so I was letting you run.
Tis good to know
I mean,
more. We had little of a plan, apparently, not knowing the full
they're-
scope of things.
they're pretty grouped up together as it is. It's now or never, Fike.
You guys are like 60 feet away at the moment.
Yeah. I glance to Erdan and Noxus and Shango. Anything that could thin their numbers before we run in.
I can shoot a fireball.
And that is
Multiple fireballs.
Yeah, I can do
Shango.
it.
Trying to get Shango out of his daze.
Shango, does he have fireball?
No,
Shango,
he has a
no.
lightning bolt though.
He has a
Lightning
lightning
bolt.
bolt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I could set off a lightning bolt as well.
I know our Dan's got
Shatter
shattered.
his back line.
Perhaps we should ride the cart a bit closer?
Yeah, let's
do it.
His armor.
slow, dead
We must
slow.
Simply care for the horses, but
I say wait till we're about 30 feet and you two get out and we'll
Let's begin
get
moving.
out. Yeah.
Agreed.
So the plan is you two are going to start moving the barricade, and once Cortanus, you give the signal, I'll shoot a fireball. Or Dan will cast what he needs to cast, and so will Shango. Is that the plan?
Well,
Very good. Maybe we ride in the cart and then we just pop out at the last minute and cast our spells.
You have spells?
Not a bad idea. No, that's Shango talking.
That's Shango.
Oh, Shango. I thought it was the gnome.
Sorry. I was
not as angry. Not as angry sounding.
Trying
No,
to do
they
it
sound more like...
So, sorry, Billy. So many fantastic voices. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Oh, stop. All right.
The
They're terrible.
buttering.
It's not...
That's fantastic.
They say, perhaps this time we, Ranga and Sharik say, stick with the bow. You remember last time Ranga got pretty
Beat up.
wrecked.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is fine.
But that rectangle I drew is meant to represent the horses and the cart a bit.
Oh, okay.
It would go off the map a little bit, but as you guys slowly, I guess that's what you guys are doing. You guys are getting back into your original positions, keeping Ranga and Sharik in the cart in the back area. And when you were to get to about there, so you would have, you'd be. But then you'd be up here, and you'd be up here.
Yep.
Also discreetly told Seo about all this since he was
there.
distracting in the front.
Yeah. And then, as you guys come up, the guy, they've kind of spread out a bit more. They're kind of more relaxed a bit because you guys had said that, you're going to come with them and, everything's copacetic.
Good word.
Copacetic?
Yeah.
I like
It is a good word.
It's a $3 word right there.
It's a $3 word. And this guy's back here leaning up against one of the palisades. And you guys come up and he kind of steps forward to here and says, "So, are you ready now?"
We need to move the...
Yes. We shall...
Our horses can't get by.
Seo and I shall do it. And Kratos
Alright.
hops out and gets up front.
All right,
Just
so you
moving towards
jump
him.
up there and Say how you kind of hop down.
Yeah. Well,
Is it-
before they go,
Yeah.
she's gonna mutter back to Seo, once we move them, run backwards away from the cart as far as we can so they can get the spells off.
All right.
All right, so you guys move over to there. These guys get out of your way and do what you need to do. And you start sliding this thing off to the side of the road there. And you slide this one off to the side, Cortanis. As
Yep.
they all look around, and the guy says, "There, they're off the road. Can we go now?"
Could also give it on yes, look to Seo, and then quickly start dashing backwards this way and have him follow her. Now!
And we'll all
And
cast.
that is where we will pick things up next week.
Oh,
You and your cliffhangers.
How
dare you.
How
I was all ready and amped, and you just like,
Bro, my
and
heart
next
is
time,
pounding.
no!
Come on. like,
It's
let's
almost
do
10
this.
o'clock, guys. Come on.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're right. I do need to go to bed.
Yeah,
You
I
need
do.
to
Wait,
go
I
to
thought we
bed.
were.
I need to go to
I thought we
bed.
were going to the camp.
And they just, yeah, because so you guys watch as Cortanis and Sao just bolt, and they look at you. They're looking at him like, and they have this like slow realization, like, oh
Oh, fuck.
The bomb was in the bag with the money the whole time.
as well, I will have the first thing that'll happen right before we would roll, because we're gonna come back to rolling initiative. But first thing, Nox, you get your fireball off. Where do you place your fireball?
I want to get like.
Here's what I would like for you to do. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold, please. Please hold.
Holding.
Hold, please.
Hold.
Please hold.
Hold.
Holding.
Please hold.
Oh. Is that the 20-foot?
That is a 20-foot. That is a 20-foot radius. So place yourself where your fireball will be placed.
Right there.
Right there.
Yep.
All right. What's the DC?
It is 15.
15. Okay.
Did anyone else have spells that they were going to cast at the same
Fail.
time?
Well, that's after this. It's going to be initiative because they would have to
Oh.
get out of the thing to cast.
Oh,
They have to
right,
get
he's
out
the only
from
one
cart
up
and
front.
everything. He's the
I
only
thought
one up front.
Seo had a,
yeah, I was gonna do the glove, but I don't know.
Well, you were running.
Yeah, I figured since I was running, I had to
So-
move that thing. I couldn't do it.
Oh, he
And I
succeeds.
cast sleep.
He fails.
Sleep.
He fails. Man, I'm
Only
rolling like
you got, man.
shite. That's a good one. That's fail. Fail. That's fail. Jesus. That's a fail. God damn.
yes!
All right. So, roll 8d6.
Fucking A.
Third level.
I may not be a man of God,
Ooh!
but surely I'm a man of
33.
Beautiful!
Oh shit! Look at all those.
Beautiful!
2 natural 6s, baby.
Woo!
5, 6, 6, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. Not bad.
Fuck!
33 points of damage. So this goblin gets incinerated. This goblin gets incinerated.
Fuck those guys in particular.
This guy gets incinerated. You were right there.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, I
this
wanted to get like
guy
the
gets
main chunk right
incinerated.
there.
This guy gets incinerated. This guy gets charred and burned. This guy takes a little bit of damage. This guy takes some damage. This guy takes some damage. This guy is dead. There, so you took out 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 guys.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
And you hear in the back of your mind, Noxus, now that's more like it. A chorus of whispers in your ear.
Really funny thing. A slight smirk comes on his face, and he realizes that was not a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so let's hand out some experience points. Shantui.
We shan't.
Are you making fun of me?
No, these are actually really good words.
Right.
Fike and Noxus, you each got 8 XP.
Gracias.
Erdan, you got 6. Seao and Cortanis, you each got 5.
Right.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, Seao. I mathed wrong. You got 7.
Oh shit! All right.
My bad. I don't know how to add.
I am over halfway there.
So my
But yeah, so I have this whole if you guys end up going to Turst and wanting to defend it from the march of Grood the Great on it, I'm working up these mechanics for you guys to be able to control essentially like groups of soldiers.
Like we did when we played that one game?
Sort of.
Yes!
Where you guys would have, you would get like a little character sheet of like, different forces. So like there's like 150 shields of the planes that stay in Turst, and then you will also be about the different Knoll tribes. There's the Dust Paw, which is what Ranga and Sharik belong to. There's the White Snout tribe, the Priest Eater tribe, and the River Walker tribe.
Priest
The
Eater.
Priest Eater tribe. I don't
Yeah,
know
the
about that
Priest
one.
Eater tribe.
do not send me to negotiate with the Priest Eater tribe, please.
All right, so we're all gonna separate. First things first. Fike, you're going Priest Eaters.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You're the
no.
most appetizing for them.
You cannot make me.
You're like Timon and Pumbaa in Lion King. You'd be a big pig too.
Ranga and Sharik will tell you they make their home among the hills to the southwest of Turst, where they dig out their dwellings. They are larger on average and have a burrow speed. They distrust anything to do with the gods, as they see them as the origin of their hunger and curse.
Ooh.
So we do not send the Man of Samurai to deal with the Priest Eaters. But we do
I feel like
send
that's
them...
our best chance, though.
No.
Because at worst, they'll at least chase you back, and then
They'll fight.
no, we'll give them bits and pieces of
Yeah.
you, and it
So
will please them a little bit.
Each of the tribes live a short distance in the surrounding areas from Turst, and you guys will probably have to split up and send 2 to each to try and recruit them, and then hopefully you will be successful.
I like this. This is gonna be fun.
Wargaming. We're wargaming now.
It's a little wargaming deal.
I like it.
In the main
Stronghold
campaign.
Crusaders.
But yeah, because each of the different tribes has like different abilities and stuff based on where they live and like and stuff. So and how you guys and then their forces you'll be able to take advantage of, things like that. Anyway, I'm getting to it. I just wanted to give you guys a slight preview of, I don't know why I did that, but I did.
About how much fun this campaign is.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, I mean, you guys flatter me, but I hope you guys had fun tonight. I don't think anybody leveled.
I did. Not.
I was like, wow, really?
You're lying. Because
I will see everybody in a week.
Ooh.
Aye, Captain.
All right.
Ooh, I heard an ooh.
Is it Wednesday yet?
Is it Wednesday yet?
Yeah, right? Hey.
All right. See you next week, guys.
Sign off.
See you next week.
See you next week. Go
Get some sleep!
Sleep!
Night, guys.
Right.
Night.
All right, good night.